Hello, Miss Anika.
Hello, Mr. De La Rosa.
And a big congrats on Maid. I enjoyed it. It's quite inspiring. It's an
Thank
against
you.
all odds tale featuring strong women like your character.
Thank you. Thank
Uh,
you.
You're so welcome. So take me from the very beginning, though. What got you interested in joining the cast?
I loved the writing. I thought that the writing was very strong. I felt like it was full. And I felt like my character, though she starts out as somebody who you wouldn't like at all, who's really sort of cold and tough and hard. I'm very tired of seeing that trope on Black women. So it was very interesting to me to explore that space that starts there and to watch the journey change and unravel as she goes along. And I was grateful for that. Yeah, and I think that it's a story that needed to be told. I think that particularly now in the times that we're in now, when we're fighting with Me Too for maids to get, first of all, paid the way that they should be paid, but also to not be harassed while trying to do their jobs and not be taken advantage of, that it's a really timely story.
You're right, and I also like you. I love your character Regina because talk to us about the dynamics between Regina and Alex. I mean, there's an underlying sweetness above it all, though, right?
There does end up being an underlying sweetness. I mean, Alex and Regina start out and they look like they are living on two different planets. You know, Regina is living in a house that should be an architectural digest. Her backyard is the ocean. We literally saw whales go by while we were shooting, just casually, a pod of whales. We're like, oh, that's nice. Those are whales in my backyard. You know, she's at the top of her game. She's a high-powered attorney. She's layered in cashmere and big names. This is her life. She's married to an older man who's very successful. Everything looks perfect. Alex is the mother of a 4-year-old. She has no degree. She has no job. She doesn't have a house. She doesn't have a space of her own. She's living in a trailer with her boyfriend who is horrible. And she gets strong enough to run away from that to nothing.
Yeah.
So she's building a life from scratch and she becomes a maid. She becomes my maid and comes to clean my house. And it seems that we could not be further apart. And as we get to know each other, as we get to see each other, you realize that these people, they really have a space to meet. They really recognize each other. They see things in each other that are similar. They recognize a hurt in each other, and they are able to connect in that space and both learn from and teach each other. And that's what humanity is about. We should be able to look at each other and see the human being, not see the job, not see the clothing, not see the car. Where's the human being and how do we connect in that space? And that's something that I think is really lacking in this time period.
Oh, I totally agree, Miss Anika. And also, great description, but you forgot the dog named Mr. Darcy.
Mr. Darcy.
That's right. Well, a big congrats again, Miss Anika. Congrats on Maid. I mean, it's sad and hopeful, but it's ultimately, you know, as I said, uplifting, and it's a great homage to working poor.
It is. It really is, and it's also a real cheer for compassion.
That's right.
It's a cheerleading story for compassion.
Oh, thank you, Miss Anika. So I'm gonna end like this. The snaps just like in the scene.
I like it.
Bye, Miss Anika.
Bye. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.